Hello everybody, it's Niklas and welcome to this new video on Framer, and in this video we are going to make introductions. And what you can do with Framer, you can create conceptions for website, you can create conception for mobile application, and every thing will be perfectly responsive when you are going to use Framer. We are going to make a great introduction to this great tools that you can use. Subscribe to this YouTube channel if you like the content. First link on the description, the complete course Framer is available. So if you want to learn this software starting from scratch with the course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see the model session of the course, what you will be able to learn, a lot of hours of training content to perfectly master Framer starting from scratch, different training sessions at the end of the course for mobile application conception and website conception. Second link on the description, the website in link with this YouTube channel. You can discover software in this YouTube channels and have basics of this software. And second link on the description, it is online school. You can pick a course and learn any graphic software. So let's just start with Framer. The first thing that we are going to do when you start here, you can find this desktop board, and with this desktop board, this desktop hardboard, you can have a wide of 1200 and a height of 1000. So if you want to change, it's possible to change. You can dragging and moving here, or you can dragging and moving here as well. You can also just change the size here for a simple reason that you use fix on the right and you use fix also on the height here. So you can just change the size of the artboard at the first glance. How is this dashboard? Concretely, when you go on this area, you will have different options like to create a new file, have some exportation, save options, work with the layout, work with the component, and after that you have tools, different conception tools. You can, for example, insert different type of element with presets. You can also insert frames, rows, column, grid, image, and videos. You can add text from these panels. You can create a different vector element like rectangles, oval, polygon, star, and path. And on this area, it is some collections. When I just go back on one of these tools, so it means we can come back here. As you can see, you have just below pages, so it means you can create multiple pages. You can switch for layers to have access to your layer panels inside your pages, and you have also a library of assets. So if you create a template, a component, a style, a vector, and if you want to add code, everything will appear on this area. Let's just go back on the layer panels. For the navigation here, you can just move the scroll wheel and press Ctrl. If you press Ctrl and you move the scroll wheel, you can zoom in and zoom out. You can also enter a percentage value on this area, and you can dragging and moving also with the scroll wheel. If you go right click, you will have different options depending of what you select. So for example, I can zoom in with Ctrl and the scroll wheel, and if I want to go on the right, I can click on the scroll wheel and I can dragging and moving with the hand tools and go, for example, on this area. I can zoom out with Ctrl and this one. The first thing that you can do, it will be responsive on different formats. So you can add, for example, brick print. If you click here, you can add, for example, by default, a tablet brick print, but you can use also custom because you can add more than 3 brick prints. I will add a tablet brick print and I will click on plus and add a phone brick print as well. So the desktop is 1200 wide, the tablet is 810, and the phone is 390. Each time when you create a selection on the right, you will have multiple options. You will be able to activate the preview just like this, and thanks to that you will activate the preview and how it will be responsive on the different format. Now you can use different type of tools. For example, if I want to create a frame, I can just click on the frame tools, and I can just dragging and moving a frame on these directions, and I can snap the frame here, and as you can see, the frame will appear not only on the desktop but also on the tablet and on the phone. So all the things that you will do on the desktop will appear on the tablet and the phone. If I click on the desktop, I will go on the right and I will have the style options. For example, on this frame, I can change the color, but I can switch also for a gradient if I need. So it means you can select, for example, a first point, you can select a second point, and you can create a gradient. If I want to come back to a basic color, I can come back with some basic color, maybe just like this. If I want to add some text inside this section, inside this element, I will add text here and left click to add some text, and I will type, for example, something like sections, and I will click on the text and I can, for example, increase the size of the text. As you can see, it will appear also on the tablet and on the phone features. And I can go in the text options. If I go on the right text options, I have different type of options. Can, for example, change also the size from these panels or change the color just here. Why it is extremely useful to use Framer? Because you have a lot of options with the stack to create something perfectly responsive. Let's take an example. I will go on the text tool here and I will type something like title content. So I will type title content, I will go left click here, and when I go on the right, I will switch the color for the black color, just like this. Let's just adjust a little bit title, so I will type just title like this, and I will place this element just here, and I will reduce a little bit the size. After to do this type of work, I will, for example, duplicate with Alt left click, and I will reduce, and I will type something like maybe this is description about this section to learn different features about option. Let's just type anything like this, and I will type this element just like that. If I want to create something like a button, I have multiple options. One of the best options, I will select, for example, the text tool. I will go left click here and I will type something like maybe discover. So I will start with discover. I will define a size, maybe just like this. I will place discover here and I will convert to a stack. So I will go on right click here and you can convert to a frame or to a stack. The stack is extremely powerful. I will make video about this in detail. So I will create a stack here. As you can see, you have different handles, and on this stack I can go on the right, and on the size options I can change the width, and I will use something like fit content. And if I go on the right, I have the text inside the stack. So with the stack you can make a lot of things. I can click on the stack, move the stack, for example, in the middles, and I can add a layout. So when you have a stack, you can switch the type with different directions, distribution. You can work with alignment, right option, gap, and padding options. First, I will go in the style and I will define a color, like for example, an orange color on this area. And I will click on the text on the layer panels, and I will switch also with maybe the white color. And because if I click on the stack, I apply here the wide fit, I have the possibility to enter directly a padding. So concretely, I have handles here, and I can dragging and moving the handles to add a padding. It is like if I go on this area and I can type the padding as well. I can type 10 on the top, 10 on the bottom, and on the right, let's just type something like 50, and on the left, I will type 50 as well. I can add little bit rounded corner, like for example 10, and I can move the stack where I want, maybe here. And I will duplicate with Alt left click on this area, and I will double click to change the content inside, and I will type something like, for example, subscribe, just like this. But the width of the button is not the same. So if I click on the text on the stack here, as you can see, we can go on the fit option, change for fix, and for fix I have 200. So if I click here, I can also change for fix, and I can type 200 to have exactly the same width. So now I created two elements that I can use as a button, and now I will use the stack. So for example, I can select this one and this one, these two stack, as you can see, and I will go right click here and I will add a stack again. And this stack, I will go on the wide options and I will use fit content. I will click on this stack, I will dragging and moving the stack in the middle, and this small element will allow you to work with the gap. The gap, what is this? In the layout features, it is the value between the element, just like that. And you can see it is also on the tablet and the phone. And I can select title content. I can select this text content. I can, for example, create a stack as well. For example, another stack, and I can go on the wide, I can use feed content, I can select the stack, place this in the middle, and it is same. I can, for example, adjust the size here. And I can click on this stack and click on this main stack as well, and right click to create another stack again. But this time I'm not going to use wide feed content, I will stay on relative, and I will just adjust a little bit the position, maybe like this. So why it is useful? Because if I'm going to click here, I will adjust a little bit the space with 60. It is perfectly responsive for the simple reason that when you go on this area, as you can see, you can move just like this on the different things. And I didn't adjust it my stack, but something that we can do, it is, for example, on the tablet options. On the tablet, I can say that maybe on this area, I will reduce a little bit the gap, for example, just with maybe 30. And while here, I can extend a little bit the gap, like maybe 60. And when I arrive, for example, on the phone options, I can select, for example, the stack. And with the stack, I can switch, click on this stack, and I can switch because I have a stack, I can switch the direction to vertical and then reduce a little bit here. You can also edit the text size. I will show you in another session how you can make responsive text. So here I'm just going to do by myself like this, but it's not the way to process. I will show you in another videos how you can make responsive text. So here it's not the way to process, it's just to show you some basics about Framer. So I can, for example, reduce my text size here, or I could reduce my text size here, but one more time, it's not the way to process. I will show you the way to process in another video about how you can work with responsive text. So at this moment, I just want to show you that you can edit, for example, some text size just like that, and when you go here, as you can see, you will be able to create something responsive and to reduce and to adjust on the different format here. Even this I could, for example, change also on this area if I need, or reduce a little bit the text, but in this case we can just reduce more again, for example, something like this, and if I go on this area I can reduce until here. But I will show you in another video how you can work step by step. Another interesting thing, you can add extensions, so it means you can have access to plugin with library, for example, of icons that you can use. So it is also something extremely interesting, and you have different options. I said you can create a template, you can add component. I will show you how to make component in another video as well. And that's it. You can also publish your website in a fast way if you have the free version just with Framer URL, but you can also enter your own domain name if you use the paid version, just like this. So that's it. We're going to stop here for this video of introduction to Framers. If you like this video, subscribe to these YouTube channels. First link on the description, the complete course Framer is available. So if you want to learn this software, starting from scratch with the course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see model session of the course. It is a reference course to perfectly master Framer step by step. You will see model session of the course, what you will be able to learn to perfectly master Framer for mobile application creation and website creation. Secondly, on the description, the website in link with this YouTube channel. You can discover software in these YouTube channels. And secondly, on the description, it is like an online school. You can pick a course and learn any graphic software. And for our next video on this channel, see you. Ciao, ciao.